Speaking of science, last week you called climate change perhaps the most fearsome weapon of mass destruction. You've been a lifelong environmentalist committed to climate change. I've seen and heard you over the years. Now you have a big decision to make. There's a report on your desk. I don't know when you have time to read anything with all your travel, but the report does give you a pass on this if you choose to take it, by saying that climate change would not be affected one way or the other. And in fact, there are arguments by some environmentalists that there would be a worse impact if rail or trucks were used for the same natural gas that would be fracked certainly in Canada. So how do you approach this decision? In social media, a friend of the show on Facebook today asked, what are you going to do? What can you tell your allies in the environmental movement?
Well, first of all, let me correct what I said about climate change is it's one of the 2 or 3 top sort of weapons or instruments of mass destruction, which it is. It's having a profound impact on a global basis and will continue to. Obviously, we have others that are also of enormous concern. But climate change, global warming, whatever anybody preference to call it is increasingly a national security threat. It is increasingly going to provide major challenges to food security, to water security, to refugee populations, which it's going to create, to the stability and instability of countries, to economies. This is growing in its urgency for us to respond to it. And so I will continue down that path. With respect to the Keystone, I am prohibited under the process to discuss it publicly, and I'm not going to. I'm engaged in a very private, personal process within the department to look at the facts, and I'll make my judgment based on the facts to make a recommendation to the President about the national interest. And I'm not going to make any hints or any indicators of what that might be at any point in time. I'm going to just do my job and do the due diligence, and when the time is right, I'll make that report.